I guess we should go ahead and get started because I don't see, we're supposed to have a new person and I probably should have called her, but I didn't. I just sent the Zoom and a little note, but it's too late now. I didn't call her. The request has been made to do Yigdal. Da, 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 da. Okay. Yigdal was written by a poet in the 13th century, and it was a poem about Moses. Written. It was a poem written. The poem wasn't written. Moses Maimonides was a philosopher in the 1100s. I'm sure you all know that. And he was not only a philosopher, he was a scientist, he was a doctor, he was a community leader, he was more than well respected. And he tried to make Judaism easier for Jews. He was a Sephardic Jew, he was born in Cordoba, Spain. Then they went to Egypt. His parents took him to Egypt, and he went all around that part of the world, Egypt, North Africa, because they kept getting thrown out and so forth. So he's known as Maimonides. His real name is Moses ben Maimon. He's called Moses, and the saying is, from Moses to Moses, there is none like Moses, meaning Moses, the original Moses until the Moses now. He wrote something called Guide to the Perplexed. I have never read it. He compiled the Mishnah to make studying the Torah more systematic. And he devised 13 principles of faith. And this poem, Yigdal, is based on those 13 principles. And I think that's all that I mean, there's a lot more about him, but I don't think we need to go into it. And I'm going to see if I can pull up what the principles are, just to take a quick look at them, but that's not it. No, let me see. Well, I'm gonna, I know what I've got to do. Got to share. How do I, wait. Let me go in here and share. Share screen. Why does it say participant screen? I didn't do that. Oh, come on. Let's see. Can you, no, I haven't brought it up yet. Can you see the prayer?
No.
In my,
No.
I have it here and it lists the 13 principles. Would you like me to read them?
Can you do it quickly?
Sure.
Okay.
God is eternal. God is the one, unique, with neither body nor form. Only God is to be worshipped. God alone created and creates all things. The words of the prophets are true. Moshe was the greatest prophet. The source of the Torah is divine. The Torah is immutable. God knows our deeds and thoughts. God rewards and punishes. The Messiah will come. God, ever loving, will resurrect the dead.
No, I don't think, okay, I don't think that's anything any of us would ever argue about. Does anybody have any thoughts about it?
Sue, what page is it in your book?
In this one here, it's
Yeah, I have
on
that.
page 53.
Okay, thank you.
That reminds me of the first commandment.
Let me see if I can, want to share. Okay, can you see the prayer?
Not yet.
No. Did you do
No.
a share screen?
That's what I'm trying to do, and I thought that's what I did. Let me go back in. Okay.
In Lev Shalem, it's page 62.
Share screen, here we go. Okay, can you see it now?
It's coming up.
Okay.
Well, it's a blank, now it is.
It's up,
You
Nice.
got it.
Okay.
and I have my whole screen finally.
Okay. Okay, Ruth, did you have your hand up?
Yeah, I did. I just wanted to say that it kind of reminded me of the first commandment,
That, I'm,
the principles, the 13 principles.
that's true, and that's basically what he's saying is belief in one God, and God has no form, and God has, is almighty, and that's exactly what it is. All right. All right, so, all right, that was a good point. Does anybody get this thing called Katina? I don't know, Katana, I don't know, it pops up all the time, and really, if I had a phone number, I would call them. There's no email or anything, okay. And it's written in, since Maimonides wrote 13 beliefs, I guess. The poem is written in couplet, and it's 26. 13, by the way, is a lucky number for Jews, because we were supposed to be killed on the 13th of Adar from about Purim, but we weren't. And so 13 has always been a lucky number. Right. And Yigdal comes from the word Gadol, which means great or big. And in this case, it means magnified. But it's all the same root, Gimel Daled Lamed. So I'm going to read the first 2 lines across. Okay, and down here we'll see what it says Echad ve'ein yechid ki yichdo. God is one and there is no other. It's basically what it's saying. Okay. Yigdal Elohim chai ve'yishtabach. Chai we know means light, lives, and we worship him. Nitzma ve'ein eit el mitziuto. Echad ve'ein yachid ve'yichudo. Ne'lam v'gam ein sof la'achduto. Sof means the end, so that there is no end. God is one, he's great, and there is no end to him. I'll read it one more time. Yigdal Elohim chai ve'yishtabach nimtza ve'ein eit el nitziuto. That's a hard word. Echad ve'ein yachid keyichudo. Ne'lam v'gam ein sof la'achduto. All right, who wants to be the first guinea pig?
Joanne, do you know the reasoning for the formation of the 2 columns?
No, that would be the poets, because I think I saw it someplace else where it wasn't. I know.
I mean, if you saw that and you didn't know that you're supposed to go across, how would you know?
You wouldn't know, and it's because when I do it in services, you go da 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 da, you go along, and then when I went to practice by myself, just the reading, I was like, wait a second, I'm not sure. At first, I thought it went down.
Yeah.
And then when I started reading it and started
I would think.
hearing the tune, that's exactly right. Let's see how many we have. 2, 4, 6. Is this the end? Because it should be 2, 4, 6, 8, 12, 13. I don't know, other than it's just maybe style. That's another question. I find all these questions to ask the rabbi that I never think about till you ask. I don't think there's any real reason other than just maybe style.
Now in my Siddur, it's written going down, not the verses going across as yours is.
My thought, probably mine does too. That's probably when I saw it like this, I got,
Was surprised. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
My-
Joanne, is the reason grammatical for in the last line over on the far left for the dot in the Dalet? Is that
Yes,
correct?
that's one of those things that I've been told many times by many different teachers. Don't worry about it. It's grammatical and it has nothing to do with what we need to know. She said it's very
Okay,
complicated and right. Only the letters that you know that have dots do you have to worry about. The bet,
okay,
the bet, the
okay.
puff, the shin and the
Can put in
sin.
a link
What
if
else
anyone
is
else
there?
can't read those vowels, because I can't read them. And I found a link if anyone wants it. I could put it in the chat. Are you all okay? You all can read it? Wow, I'm impressed.
Oh, no,
I
it's a
mean,
little
I didn't
blurry
hear
for me.
what
I'm
you
working
said.
with my text, yeah.
I
Thanks.
didn't hear what you said.
Oh, I just can't read the vowels, so I found like an online, another website where they had it. But if you guys can read it, that's great. Okay.
Okay,
Well,
it
it's
is
just
a
a little
little
blurry, but I
blurry.
think
It is a little blurry.
Well, you know why? Because you made it, maybe if you make it a little smaller, it might,
No.
then we
maybe when
can't
you.
see it.
I don't know. Well, let's,
That is too small for me. I'm sorry.
well, I sometimes read with a magnifying glass, so I'm with you. Okay. All right, so it's one more time. Yigdal Elohim Chai V'Yishtabach Nimsa Ve'ein et El Mitziuto Echad Ve'ein Yachid Ki Yichudo Nelam V'Gam Ein Sof La'achduto. Okay, so how about if we let Judith, you want to take a try at it?
I think she's
I
frozen.
think she's muted. All right, let's try.
I'm losing my sound.
Oh. Do you want to try? Or want me to try someone else? Oh, she's not-
Are you talking to me, Joanne?
Yeah,
Who are you talking? Oh, okay. I'll try it. Let me know if you can't hear me.
okay.
Yigdal Elohim Chai Vayishtabach
Very good.
Nimsa. There's that
Mhm,
vowel is uncertain.
yeah.
Nimsa Va'ain et eight El
Either one.
Mitziuto
Okay.
Echad Va'ain Yahid Kavihudo
Good.
Ne Elem
Vomit. Oh, I don't, yeah. Okay. You're right. Go ahead.
Vagam Ein Sof
Mhm.
La'achaduto.
Okay, do the last word again.
La'achad. No,
Well, this is a Dalid.
La'achduto.
La'achtuto. Okay. Sue.
Okay. Yigdal Elohim Chai Ve'ish Tabach Nim Za
Mhm.
Ve'en Eight El Meets Oto
Mitzi Uto.
Mitzi
Mhm.
Uto
Right.
Echad Ve'en Yehid
Mhm.
Kihudo
Mhm.
Nelem Vagam Ein Suf Laach Duto.
Okay, what's the word before La'achtuto?
Is it Soph?
Sof means the end. Okay.
Thank you.
Debbie Malofsky.
Sorry about that, I was muted. Yigadal Elohim Chai Vishibata.
Vayishtabach.
Oh, Vishtabah. Nimsa
Mhm.
via VA
Very good.
L meets Oto. Mitoto.
Right.
Ahad. Viang Yahi.
Ain, it's the ain.
Oh,
It's the, yeah. It's
okay.
ain,
Ehad Viane. Okay, Vain. I'm sorry.
right.
Yahi. Is that an R at the end? Is
Yeah.
that- okay, it's at a rate. Okay.
Yeah.
Yahir.
Yahid, the last one's a Dalin.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Yahid.
Uh-huh.
Hodo.
Good.
Don't say that, I'm not done yet. Ni alam vinam
Nelam, Nelam.
nelam.
Mm,
Nelam vinam ain so
Oh,
what is it?
okay. Do you see this Cortana thing on here? I don't know how to get it. Comes and
Not
goes.
too much.
Okay, good. Oh, I don't know how this happened.
Now
That's,
that's better for me. I
you
don't
think
know
it's
about-
better? Does everybody think it's better? I don't have to get to the beginning though. I just try to get rid of
That
that.
is much more clear.
Okay.
This is a different print.
Well, I can't get to the top of it though. Let me move you guys over.
I don't even know where I am.
I don't know how you get
Oh,
to the top
that's-
though.
Rishon v'ain,
Yeah, but that's the 10th.
different prayer.
Yeah.
isn't it? Oh,
How
there's the
is
adult.
this? Let's see if this works a little better.
Oh, that one's nice.
I'll make it a little bit bigger? Is it-
Yes.
But this is not bigger and I have to move you
Maybe if
guys.
you go to view
See this-
image on the bottom,
Well, let me see if I can make it a little bigger before we do anything.
A little bit bigger would be good, but that's the best page.
Is that good?
Excellent.
Beautiful.
All right, so we've done the first 2 lines. Okay, who wants to, Elise?
Yeah. Yigdal Elohim Achai.
There's something in here.
Yeah, they put the
Right,
so you don't
must
say it in
be from
vain.
Chabad, I'll bet you.
Maybe it or wherever. Vish Taba Nimsa Vein Est El Mitzi Oh, Echad Vein
Do the last word again.
Oh,
You had it
Mitzi
right, but just do it again.
Oh, Mitziuto.
Let's see, Uto.
Uh-huh.
I think it left out the T. Okay.
Okay. Echad Vein Yahid
Mhm.
Ki Hudo
Mhm.
Ne'elam Vegam Ein Sof Le'eich Du Sof To.
Do it again. Do the last word again.
Le'ach Du
Good.
To.
Right. Echad, everybody knows is the number 1. God is number 1. So
uh,
I just like to pick out words we know. Debbie Milosky, did you go? Yes, you did go. Ruth, you wanna go? Ruthie?
I haven't gone yet.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yigdal
Uh-huh.
Elohim
Mm-hmm.
Chai V'yish Tabach
Mm-hmm.
Nim Nimsa
Comes from the word like hamotzi lechem can be found. Let's do that word again.
oh,
You had
Nimsa.
nimtza.
Oh, Nimsa. Oh, I got it. Nimsa
Yeah,
V'ain
right.
Ye is that?
Okay, you just pronounce the vowel because it's a
Oh, okay,
silent.
oh, okay. 8
Good.
L Mitsio To.
Okay.
Echad Ve'ein Achid.
What's the first sound?
Ya.
Right, correct.
Achid
Rachid. Mm-hmm.
Ve'yi Odo.
Mm-hmm.
Chudo. Ve'yi Chudo.
Correct.
Nilam.
Nilam. Mhm.
Yeah, Nilam. Vagam. Ain. Sof.
Mhm.
La'ach. Do.
Just have to finish the word. Lachdu with the last two letters.
To.
Right, lachdu toe. Yeah, it's simple. Who has? Is there's? Oh, I know who hasn't gone yet. Sandy. Sandy there? She may have gone somewhere. All right. Fran, you want to take a try at it?
I'll try.
Okay.
Yigdal Elohim
Elohim.
I Vehish Tabach Nimsa Ve'ain Et El Metzi Huto.
Mhm. It's a funny word.
Echad Ve'ain Yahid Ki Yi Chudo.
Mhm.
Ne'lam Vegam Ein Sof Le'ach Duto.
Very good. Okay.
I gotta practice.
We all have to practice. All right. Sue, did you go?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
But I didn't, Susan Handis.
And I didn't either, Debbie Cotson.
Okay, well then let's do Susan Handel.
And Marilyn after that.
Okay,
So you want me to start, Susan?
sure.
Okay, I agree with Fran. I have to practice.
Okay.
Yigdal Elohim. I don't like it without the.
Okay.
Okay, let's try again. Yigdal Elohim Chai Veyish Tabach
Correct.
Nima.
Not quite. This
Oh, Nimsa.
good.
Nimsa V'ein et al Mitzi
Not all. It's not all.
El.
L.
Yeah, I was wondering about that because it's not a 2.a, but we pronounce it ale.
Yeah, it's another name for God. Sometimes I think sometimes it just sort of however it comes out. And
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that because people were saying ale and I was thinking L.
because I can't hear.
I said I was gonna ask you about that because people were saying ale, but I thought the 3 dots would make it L.
L, yeah, either one is at least acceptable for what we're doing.
Okay.
I think if you're reading Torah, it might be different. I think an Israeli might think
Correct.
it's, not
Correct
think
you.
it's so
Who
correct.
would correct me?
Yeah.
Okay, so El Mitzi Uto,
Right.
Ad Bien Yachin Chid Kayich Udo,
Very good.
Nelam Vegam Ein Sof Liach Duto.
Okay, who said she was gonna go next?
I can read, Debbie Cotson.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Yigdal Elohim Hai Vayish Tabach Nimsa Va'ain, 8 El Mitzi Uto, Echad, Va'ain, Yahid, Kayihudo, Ne'am, Vagam, excuse me, Ain Sof Le'ahuduto,
Okay.
Le'achaduto.
Achduto. That's a hard word to say. I don't know.
Joanne, real quick, just a quick question. On the second word, there's not as many vowels as there should be. L-O, there's no O. I mean, is there?
No, and actually, and maybe that's how they.
Yeah,
write.
they just don't want to risk you saying it,
We would say Elohim,
yeah.
but I think this must be Chabad.
No, it's not Chabad because they
Yeah.
would normally write it the right way. It would only be for certain instructional
Uh-huh.
purposes. that they
Right, so
would-
when you're actually doing it for
Yeah.
real, yeah.
It'll be written the right way. I've dealt with their stuff, so.
Will you,
Yeah.
will you say that for me again? Say that word, Joanne?
Well, what's written here is Elohim. You would just tell
Elohim.
me so, right.
Oh,
Right.
In our prayer book, it says Elohim.
Yeah.
Right, so there's no cuff in the prayer book.
They substitute the cuff and they took out the dot.
Elohim, Elohim, Elohim.
Right, that's just a substitute for God's name when you're not doing it for real. I used to have a fourth grader that would have a fit. In fact, I had a fight with him in class. He insisted that it would be like Elohim or something like that. He
In my book that I'm
weren't doing
reading,
it for real, and it didn't count. I said, okay, I said, whatever you want to pronounce it, it's okay with me. But it's
in the
just,
book,
yeah,
I'm
in the prayer book,
sorry.
it should say Elohim.
Yeah, the prayer book's always not, it's just for when it's,
yeah, but I'm looking at a prayer book because I can't really read this as well. I walked away because I got a phone call and they put up something else that I can't read as well. So I went for a prayer book. Mine has a hey, not a cuff.
Right, because this is just a sudden, they don't write God's name, and I'm sure this is Chabad. They won't write for you.
No, it's really not, because I'm sorry, because like it's only for instructional purposes that they won't write it, but they will. It's in their siddur, it's in everything. They almost always write it.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. This
Oh,
isn't-
I'm sorry. Yeah.
it's not
Okay.
like- this isn't like for real.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I had a student that drove me crazy because he would have a fit.
What he wouldn't say. I don't
He
even
wouldn't
know.
say Elohim, even it
Yeah,
said
a lot of
Elohim
people
in
don't.
whatever prayer it was. If it had God's name, we couldn't print. We were just practicing. It didn't count. He was very annoyed, and so
Oh man.
he was a charmer. It's probably a
Oh,
rabbi
sure.
today. But yeah. Well, I'm impressed that you realized that it was a different letter. That shows to me that you're really looking at the words, not just practicing whatever's in your head.
Well, it was throwing me off, but that doesn't mean anything. I don't know.
No, that's good because that's good. That's a
Now
good
I
thing.
have to write it like this when I do art because it's gonna be there's so like you can't be naked in front of it. You can't. There's all these things, so I always have to write it like that in art. So that's just a
Yeah,
little
that's
aside.
That's why we're conservative Jews.
Well,
even when we
I
would
don't know
do-
who's gonna buy it.
even when we would Xerox things, and they would bury the stuff, even though it was Xerox, they said it still counts. If we Xerox the prayer, anyway, that's their business. So, and so who do we have left?
Marilyn.
Okay, Marilyn, you can do it.
Okay. Yigdal Elohim Chai V'yishtabah Nimsa Ve'en 8 El Mitziuto Echad Ve'en Yahid Ki Udo.
Okay, it's as far as we've gone. Okay.
Oh,
Okay, the next two lines, the word haguf I always like this word, even when I was little. Haguf means the body.
I never had a turn to read.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I walked away. I had an important phone
We
call.
didn't forget you. Go ahead.
Yigdal Elohim Chai V'yishtabach Nimsa v'ein ein eight al el
L.
di uto. Echad v'ein yachid ki yichudo. Nelam v'gam ein sof la'achduto.
Very good. Okay, very good. Anyway, the word goof means body. There is no body to God. I mean, it's not like a little old man or a little old woman sitting up in heaven somewhere. Ein lo demut haguf ve'eno goof lo na'aroch elav kedushato kadman l'chol davar asher nivra rishon ve'ein reshit l'reshito. I want to see how they translate it. Okay, you know the word Rishon from Rosh Hashanah means like New Year.
First.
The word Rishon means first. Well, what it's saying is God is Rishon. He is first. God was first. So it is sort of like the Ten Commandments. God was first, and there is no one other. Okay. Ein lo demut haguf ve'eno guf lo na'aroch elav kedushato kadmon l'chol davar asher nivra rishon ve'ein reshit l'reshito. All right, let's start with Sandy then.
And first and last.
I think that's isn't that the Greek something or other?
Yeah,
Ein lo demut haguf ve'eno guf lo na'aroch elav kedushato kadman l'chol davar asher nivra rishon v'ein reshit l'reshito.
Okay, very nice. Ruth.
Joanne, would you pronounce that second word, the first word on the second line?
Where's
Yeah, that
Kadmon?
one. Huh?
Kadmon?
Kadmon, okay.
Okay.
Oh, you want me to read, huh?
Okay.
Ein lo haguf,
Right.
but be'eno,
Ano.
be'eno,
Right.
there I go saying the yuds again. Goof,
Right. Goof.
yeah, goof.
Body. Yeah.
Final, I haven't seen a final F in a while. Lo, root,
Roch. Nah. Roch.
roch, yeah,
Right.
roch. Ela, it's Ela,
Say it again.
Elon,
Elav. In this case, the yud just sort of gets
Elon,
passed over. Elav. When you had yud vav at the end, the yud sort of just gets passed over.
yeah, right. Elab,
Mhm.
Kadush, Kadushato.
Very good.
Kadmon,
Mm-hmm.
Lachal, Rabar,
Davar. Mhm.
Asher, Nibra.
Good. Okay.
Dishon,
Mm-hmm.
but
This number
A,
one, yeah.
a sheet,
Mm-hmm. Michelle Ramsey.
a sheet,
Mm-hmm.
love, la de, la de she,
What's the second letter?
la de re she, la re she toe.
Yeah. And can you see that the word resh is in each one of these?
Yeah,
Yeah, because it means the head or not, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Margie, you want to give it a try?
Sure. What, I'm sorry, I just popped on.
I know. Okay.
Where am I trying? Which line?
Do you have the prayer?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay. We're on the 1, 2, 3rd line.
Oh, okay. And then just read the whole thing or?
Read across, read read the first column and then go to the second column. Okay.
Okay, I'll try.
We'll guide you. Go ahead.
A yang,
Right.
low, demut,
Uh-huh.
haga, hagoof,
Hagoof, yeah,
no, goof,
right. What's the vowel under
oh,
this?
a,
Right,
the a no.
yeah. God has no body.
I'm sorry,
2 words, yeah.
keep going.
Yep.
Oh, excuse me, low, row,
Good. Yeah.
Allah,
It's under the vowel.
Allah.
What's the vowel?
A, oh, I'm sorry. You know what? I didn't see it. It says A.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I gotta get up close. It's my glasses. Allah, Yawn, Kiddu, Chateau.
Okay, let's go back to this word. This is a vav at the end, so it's a lav, right? The yud sort of just disappears. A lav, kadu chateau. Okay, one more line.
All right, thanks.
Take a deep breath. It's only a few words.
Kidimon, Laval.
Okay, this isn't. Can you see that this is right?
Lechal,
Right.
Davar,
Uh-huh.
Asher,
Good.
Nivra,
Right.
Rishon,
Good.
Ve'ain, Reshit,
Uh-huh.
L'Reshito.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay, Marilyn, did you read?
No. Okay. Ain, lo, demut,
Mhm.
haguf,
Mhm.
ve'enu,
Not quite.
ve'eno,
Much better, yeah.
goof, lo, na'ar, let's wait, I'm gonna do it slowly. Na'aruch,
Good.
elav,
Mhm.
kedushato,
Correct. Oops, let me move this.
kadmon, lachol, devar, asher, nivra, rishon, ve'elav,
Vein, yeah.
oh, wait a minute. Yeah, ve'ain, sorry.
Mhm.
Ve'ain, Rashid,
Three sheets. Mhm.
Rashid, wait a minute,
Almost.
Rashito.
Very nice, very nice. Sue Jaffe?
Ein lo, damut,
Mhm.
haguf, ve'eno, goof,
Mhm.
lo, na'arok,
Right.
elav, kadosho, let's see, kadusho, kadushato, sorry,
Yes.
kadmon, lakol, daver,
Not quite.
asher, sorry,
Not quite. Go back to this word. The
is
one
it,
after the fall.
is it, Davar,
Right.
Asher, Nivra,
Okay.
Rishon,
Mm-hmm.
Ba'ain, Re, Sheet, Laresh, Shito.
Very good. Okay. Elisa, did you go?
No. Start with Ain. We start with Ain, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ain lo dumut haguf ve'enu guf lo na'aroch elav kedu shato
Say that last word again.
kedushato,
Okay. What word do you see in Kedushato? What root letters?
like from Kiddush and
Like
to
the holy-
Kodesh, like holy, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kadmon l'chol davar asher nivra
Mhm.
rishon ve'en reshit l'reshito.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Sue Handis, did you go?
No,
You going now?
guess so.
Your turn.
Ein lo demut haguf
Uh-huh.
v'eno guf lo na'aroch elan elav
What is it?
elav
Right. Very good.
kedushato
Okay.
kadmon l'chol davar asher nivra rishon v'en reshit la deshito.
Very nice. Okay. Who has not gone?
I have
Debbie
not.
Cotson hasn't.
Oh, Judith. How about Judith? Okay.
Okay. On a low the moon
Uh-huh.
hagu
Uh-huh.
but a no goof
Mhm.
low na'aro
No, what's the
Ro-
last letter?
na'aro
Good.
a lon
One more time.
a lay a lawn
This is not a nun. If it was a nun, it would come way down.
Bob.
Right.
Excuse me.
Love. Yeah.
Maybe it's the eyeglasses. Guido Chateau,
Right.
Cadmon La Col Davar, Asher Nivra,
Mm-hmm.
Rishon Vain Re Sheet
Mm-hmm.
La Re Shito.
Okay. That was good. I'm surprised none of you really are having trouble with this line. I think that's a hard line, but I probably shouldn't have said anything because now some will have trouble. All right, who else has not gone?
I haven't.
Okay, go ahead. Who said that?
Debbie Cotson.
Okay.
Ain lo demut haguf
Mhm.
ve'eno guf lo na'aroch elav kedushato
Mhm.
kadmon l'chol davar asher nivra rishon va'ain reshit l'reshito.
Very nice. Fran, you didn't go, did you?
No.
Okay.
Ein lo demut
Mm-hmm.
haguf the a no, goof, low, na, roan,
No, no,
a,
what's that last letter?
na, ruch.
Much better.
Okay. A love,
Right.
kiddu chateau,
Nice.
cod moof,
Say that again?
cod moan,
Yep.
I'm sorry, cod moan, the hall, devar, share, nivre,
Let's see that, do that word again.
nivra,
Nivra.
nivra, rashon,
Good.
the ain, ray sheet, le ray sheeto.
Okay. Is that everybody? I don't think there was one more person.
Me, Debbie Malofsky.
Okay, it's your turn.
Woohoo. Ain low, demote, hagof. No,
This is an ooh.
hagoof.
I'll go. That's my favorite word when I was little.
Hagoof,
Just thought it was a funny word.
vianu, goof,
Mango.
low, roof, alan, cod, shato.
Do this last word again.
Oh, Kidushato.
Right.
And then cod, God, this is really hard for me to read.
Mm.
Codmone, Lihol, Rob,
What's the word? This letter is not the same as this letter.
so is it like, oh, it's gotta be a dollar.
Right.
Davar,
Right. Like
Asher,
Devar Torah. Devar.
Asher, Nivra,
Mm-hmm.
Roshoto.
No. What?
So
Yeah,
this is,
you have to do this
oh,
word.
Reish own.
What's under the resh?
Oh,
Rishon.
Rishon.
Right.
Vion,
Not
Reish.
quite. You get this an A sound.
Oh, it's 2 dots. God, maybe I need new glasses.
Okay.
Ve'ain, Reishot,
That's you.
Li Reishoto, Lo Reishto.
Let's do letter by letter. Lear.
Oh, Lear, is that 1 or 2 dots? Lore,
Under the resh, there's 2 dots next to each other.
so Lore.
The ray.
Lore, Shito.
Right. Are you having trouble seeing it or just kind of remembering?
Seeing it.
Or both? Okay. Margie, did you go?
And I just have my
Yes,
glasses.
I did. Thank you.
Did everybody get a chance? All right, I think we'll just do the next line because well, let me see if I can get the next. I'm afraid I'll lose it. So let's do the next line. He know Adon Olam L'chol Notzar Yoreh Gedulato Umalchuto. Adon is another name for God of the world. He's master of Adon is also like Lord or master of the world, Olam, and his Gedulato, his greatness, and his kingship. Melech is king, so his greatness and kingship, we'll move on. God is one. And it's the whole, and like Ruth said, it's just like the 10 Commandments, the first commandment. So let's start with Ruth. We'll just do these last 2, and then we'll continue next week. Ruth, you're first.
Unmute. Okay. you know,
Mm-hmm.
Adon,
Mm-hmm.
alum.
Yeah, bingo that word.
Alum, yeah. Laval,
That's not a vet. Do you see that it's cut off here at the end? It's a ch.
what?
L'chol.
Lacole.
Right.
Oh, Lacole. No, no, Tsayer, No.
It's a little T.
no, Sa,
No tsar.
Sa. Yon, Yo,
You got three
Yo-
dots under the
Yore,
your ray. Uh-huh.
Yore, Gedulato,
Mm-hmm.
Umal Huto.
Okay, very good. Sandy, are you still here? Well, she may have left.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, why don't you read the next line, then you can leave.
Thank you. Hanun Adon Olam, B'chol Notzar, Yireh Gedulato, Umalchuto.
Okay, and enjoy your afternoon.
Thank you. Shabbat shalom,
I'll-
everybody.
I'll go because I have a phone call at 10.
Sue, you want to go ahead? Who, did
Someone
someone else
else-
say they had to
someone-
leave?
Someone else needed to leave. Go ahead.
Joanne, I need to leave at 10, so let me try to muddle through this.
I can't.
I said, it's Debbie Malofsky. I need to leave at 10. I have a phone call at like 10:03
You
or
want to
5.
go ahead and read then?
I can stumble through it, sure.
You're not going to stumble. Go ahead.
Hino Adon Olam Lahol no Sar
Good.
Ye Ray
What's the vowel next to
oh
the
yo
Ray?
Ray Gidu Loto Umala Hoto.
Umalchuto, his
Oh,
king,
Umal
Melech, his
Huto.
king. Okay. Who
Well,
else?
now I'll go.
Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Hino Adon Olam, V'chol Nora, Notzer,
That's
Notzar,
Tsar.
Notzar,
Mhm.
Yore, Gadulato, Umal Kuto.
Okay. Fran, did you read?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
He no Adon Olam Lechol Notzar Yorech Gadulato Umalchuto.
Where else have you heard the expression Adon Olam? Exactly. Right. Adon Olam, God of the world. Very good. Judith?
He no Adon Olam. Vakol Notzer
Not quite.
Yore
No. What comes out of the tzaddik? No.
Notzar Sar
Right.
Notzar Yore Gedulato Umalchuto.
Okay, very nice. Debbie Coatson?
Okay. He no Adon Olam Lechol Notzar Yore Gedulato Umalchuto.
Very nice. And Elise?
Hino Adon Olam Lachol no Tsar Yore Gedula Soto oh gosh Umal Huto.
Very good. Susan Handis?
Hine Adon Olam Lakol Notzar Yoreh Gedulato umalchuto.
Very good. Margie?
Hine Adon Olam Lichal Notzar Yoreh Gedulato Umal Kuto.
Is there anybody else? Anybody else? Who said that? I think that's everybody. I have to say, I never really liked this prayer, but actually studying it with you guys, I have a little more respect for it. And maybe I'll
It was
try
so hard to
appreciate it
read.
more. And usually, according to whatever I read, usually it's done Friday night, but I think sometimes we do it Saturday also, because I don't.
Is it toward the beginning of the service?
Yeah.
At the end of Friday night.
At the
in
end of
our
Friday night.
synagogue.
And sometimes we do it Saturday morning, I'm sure, because I don't usually go to Friday night anymore. Sometimes they do instead of a Adon Olam. So,
Ah.
yes, anybody, Fran, did you get a chance to read?
I did,
Okay.
yes, thank you.
And so I think we'll just continue on with it and appreciate Maimonides a little bit more, I guess.
It says in my book, I may have missed this at the beginning, that the author was Daniel ben Judah, who lived in Rome.
Right. And then I read somewhere else they're not sure, was what, 1,000 years ago. But yeah.
Well,
but the
it's
main
very
thing is
interesting that the service does not change. Yet, I suppose it could.
Well, they've added in more feminist things. Certainly the Amidah wasn't for Rachel and Sarah and Leah and Rachel.
That's pretty minor.
Yeah.
A couple of words here or there, but no, no major.
Basic structure is
Basic structure has been the same for so long.
Yeah. And I think it was during the temple times when they started to realize that they needed to have something, because everybody would kind of do their own thing. And I think that's when the rabbis realized they started to have more of a structure. And then at some point, somebody realized they needed to write something down. But I don't know when the Siddur. It would be interesting if the rabbis would give a lecture about the development of the Siddur.
I'm sure there are.
That would be interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's very complicated because they had different parts of the world. I know Sephardic was so different than Ashkenazi, and as far as that, so I'm sure that it would be interesting. Maybe I will mention it to him for adult education.
That sounds good.
That sounds
Oh,
good.
yeah,
It won't help you.
But you'll help us.
Right. Whatever I could remember, which is less and less. Somebody started to say something.
Yeah, no, not to make a really big thing, but I just remembered that because my daughter did the Chabad Hebrew school and they never wrote it like that at their Hebrew school. So I don't know.
They never wrote what?
They always wrote Elohim at the Chabad Hebrew school. Like I remember her materials. So yeah, they would always write it the right way, like in the prayer. It would only be for something very,
right. Yeah, because they didn't want anything to be, they didn't want to destroy God's name.
No, they wrote it the right way. They wrote it the way the conservatives write it for children in the Hebrew school. They didn't use the ka.
I guess, everybody, there's 12 Jews and 15 opinions, so.
No, but I mean, it was the same way that the conservative shul says it. For the children, they didn't.
Right. So they didn't confuse them. Good.
That's, yeah.
Sometimes it depends on the individual.
I'm sure there were some that anyway, like I said, there's always.
No, I'm sorry, just because I remembered that I had forgotten.
That you remember that you did it. Yeah. Now I never learned prayers. So I didn't start learning this until I was teaching. And I never really went to services because it was a long way for my mother to walk, and she wasn't doing that again. So
So did they just teach you Hebrew, but like not the prayers? How did they do that?
We learned to speak Hebrew. We read books in Hebrew.
That's amazing.
That's great.
I kind of wish that would be nice.
It was I didn't realize, I thought everybody learned that. And we also went 4 days a week at one point. And we also, I mean, we did learn holidays and, you know, all that kind of stuff, but it was really language class. I mean, we
Well,
did.
that's really
I
nice.
don't
And
think
it's
I
different
remember-
from learning to repeat the stuff that you don't know what it means again and again, which gets
Yeah, I
difficult.
agree. And we
Oh.
we also read, they called it Children Torah L'Yiladim. We read, you know, read stories from the Torah, but they were the easy ones, and they kind of dumbed it down. But it was definitely Hebrew, and we also read Rashi when we were in high school.
Well, that's
It was
great.
really an unusual, and I
That
thought,
is, I never heard that. Yeah,
yeah,
it's
and it
wonderful.
eventually became a day school. So
Oh,
it was just them. It.
Where was that, Joanna?
It
Joanne?
was
Where-
in Brooklyn, New York.
hmm.
It
Where
was
in
a big
Brooklyn?
conservative synagogue, which we did not belong to. My father belonged to an Orthodox synagogue. And the story of how I got into Hebrew school was sort of funny. My mother
school
took
was it,
me.
Joanne?
They were going to enroll me, and she said, you know, they said, well, you couldn't be enrolled unless you belonged to the synagogue. And my parents were not interested. My father was Orthodox, and my mother could care less about any of it. So she said, okay. And I remember this. I was sitting in the principal's office. I was in the second grade, and she said, well, maybe you could help me with something. You know, Joanne is very good friends with a girl who's Catholic, and we're still friends. I mean, it's been 75 years later. And she's teaching me to pray to the Virgin Mary because my uncle was going blind. And let me tell you, in 2 seconds, and my parents never joined the synagogue, and I even got a
Great.
scholarship. They never joined.
Yeah.
So,
Was that the Astoria synagogue in, you said it was in Astoria?
No, in Brooklyn, but she didn't tell us which one.
Eastern Jewish Center. I think they're trying to make it into a landmark now. They're trying to get money for landmark.
Wow.
Trying to make it a landmark because I guess it was the biggest conservative synagogue around, but certainly at that time. So, but it's funny. So I guess it paid off. Otherwise, I used to help her with her Latin, so that was, you know.
Thank you, guys. Thanks.
You have a
Okay.
good Shabbat.
Thanks.
Enjoy.
Shalom.
Thanks for all the help. Shabbat shalom.
Thank you, you guys. It's so
Hello.
good.
Thank you.